All right, peace everybody out there in the hip hop world. This is Minister Jew, your hip hop priest, also known as the Urban Mystic. I got my man Noble Ampu on, also known as the Urban Guru. Noble, what's happening?
What up? What's happening, everybody?
Hey, man, you know, this is what we do. This is what we love to do. Take these situations that happen to these superstars, these megastars in hip hop, and integrate the sense of knowledge into culture. How can we translate knowledge into culture and make it a cool thing? You know, especially when you can use this science and this knowledge to better yourself, better your position, and become more aware of your surroundings and how to stay out of trouble, and also how to advance yourself in life by knowing proper timing and when things are more conducive for your situation. So I woke up this morning and I saw a hit on Busta Rhymes, and I know we did a post on Busta Rhymes over at hiphopastrology.com. Hiphopastrology.com is where we did the initial post on Busta months ago, and I let my partner Noble get into that. But first, I just want to run through some of the details of what happened with Busta. Yesterday, it's allegedly reported that he got into an altercation with a worker at a gym called the Steel Gym out in the New York area. And they end up arresting Busta about 8:30 p.m. last night, August 5th, out there in the New York area, and they charged him with assault for throwing a protein drink on one of the workers there after a situation escalated, and it's alleged that Busta threw a protein drink on this man and hit this man in the head, and which obviously led the man to press these charges on Busta. So that's the backdrop, and the Urban Guru is going to get into some of the science of how this happened and some of the celestial data to show and prove this is a right and exact science. So, Noble, go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
All right, that's what it is. So, yeah, man, really, man, this like literally 10 minutes ago for us, you know what I'm saying? The Urban Mystic hit me up and said, yo, what's up with Busta? He in the news. Let's go on and, go check and see what's happening. And I know I wrote this article on him back on November 29th, 2014. So the image that you see on the screen is just a shot of a blog that we did on Busta back in November 2014 where he fell and he busted his head. Now, notice that you see a red arrow pointing to the planet Mars at the top of the picture here. And that planet rules the head. And see, this is what I love. You can just Google the stuff we're talking about, and you're going to see that the ancients already recorded this phenomenon. And we're just going to show you how it makes sense. So Mars, Google Mars head, Mars Aries, okay? Because Mars rules the head. Now, Busta Rhymes fell and busted his head. Anytime you're dealing with blood, blood falls under the dominion of Mars because it's the planet of warfare. In ancient mythology, it rules Aries. Aries is the warrior, like Aries spears, right? So notice there's a longer arrow coming from Mars all the way down to the bottom of the chart, complete opposition. So if this was a wall clock, it would look like an arrow coming from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Well, down there at 6 o'clock is where the planet Mars, when Busta was born. In fact, when he was born, it was in this particular position in space. So just imagine you taking the camera, and when Busta was born, you say, oh, snapshot, let's snapshot Mars. It was right here. But the planet keeps moving every single day, every single year, every single month. It keeps moving. So the Mars picture that you see at the top, the arrow at the top, is showing you where it was currently at the day that he bust his head in reference to where it was when he was born. So it's called Mars opposition Mars. Google it. If you understand that, you will see that a good astrologer would tell you that, whoa, this is conflict, this is fights, this is some type of injury to the head. So it's real simple, right? Now, watch the beautiful, beautiful irony of this whole thing. Now, if Busta Rhymes gets arrested last night, where was Mars at? Because if it's dealing with fighting, assault, then we're looking at the planet Mars. So Mars in the sky right now is at 28 degrees Cancer. But when Busta Rhymes fell and bust his head, Mars was at 25 degrees Capricorn. Now, here's the thing. Let's go to the wall clock scenario. Capricorn is at 10 o'clock because it's the 10th zodiac sign. Cancer is at 4 zodiac sign. 10 and 4 are straight across from each other. So in other words, this is another Mars opposite Mars. So now continue to look at the picture, because what I'm saying is at the top where the red arrow is, that's what Mars was when Busta Rhymes fell and bust his head. It's in complete opposition to where Mars was when he was born. Guess what? Where the planet Mars is right now in the sky, it's in the same area of space of where it was when he was born. So what does that mean? That means now that the Mars in the sky right now is in complete opposition to where it was when he fell and bust his head. So it's another Mars opposite Mars phenomenon, right? See, these are cycles, ladies and gentlemen. These are what we would call cosmic cycles that affect humanity, okay? In Mars sense, this is not a year cycle, because the truth of the matter, for Mars to get all the way back up to the top, you won't see that again until November of 2016, okay? So in other words, where Busta Rhymes fell and bust his head at, Mars will not come back around to that exact same position till November of 2016. It's been 9 months ago since he fell and bust his head. So it took 9 months for Mars to leave 12 o'clock and come all the way down to the bottom of what you see, which would be 6 o'clock on the wall clock. So how is it that we clocked him and say, yo, buddy, we know this is a time of disaster, a time where you can hurt yourself, or the time that you can hurt somebody 9 months ago. And then 9 months later, which is now, he's in another incident or accident in a sense. Something is up here. So simply do a Google search, connect the dots. This is what we do. Get at us, info@hiphopastrology.com. Of course, visit the website, hiphopastrology.com, and right here on YouTube. Peace.
Peace.